Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Indianapolis for race number 23 of the season. Take a quick look down qualifying. And back up the order we go. We are going to be racing at Indianapolis. The 8 Frosty Otter on pole. As we're all going to be lined up for a pretty fast race here at one of our biggest tracks. IndyCar's Big House and a Temple of Speed. 42 drivers on their feet. And they're going to get down in turn 1 as we take the green flag to kick off the Firestone 400 at the Brickyard. One thing you need to know here is that inside lane is really important. See, Kyle D, he's already trying really hard to get down. Just doesn't have speed, so he might get beat on some of these corner entries here. That's how important the inside lane is. Just wasn't able to get down there. And he's still not down there. As the 8 pulls away for the lead. Just trying to find a hole in the line there. I think Hyper had a really slow 3 and 4. That's going to be a lot of drivers behind him that aren't going to be that patient with him. Whether it be Darkest Presence or Misty Viper, one or the other. They're still trying to find their way through. Yeah, the top 5 are still pretty close together. Krugermeyer looking for a pass as Kyle D got his bearings together to get back going fast. As the 23 looks for the lead. Not quite going to be getting it. Maybe Toad Warrior might be on the attack there. As it looks like exit of 4 is going to be really tough on inside lane. So maybe they're going to try and conserve it through there. Striking into turn 1 is good. Toad Warrior is going to go for second. There he goes. And once you get a car on that outside lane, you want to take advantage while they're out there. The 66, the 6, and even the 24, they're all coming through. Seeing what they can do through 3 and 4. Oh, the 6 going aggressive. Take them when you can. And Kyle D actually gets a good run through 4. Now Misty Viper. See, it just keeps compounding. The 23 was in second place. Now he's outside the top 5 entirely. Pass for the lead. The 60 of Toad Warrior taking it from the 8. But the 8's going to fight back. And they're both side by side. That's going to let the 66 just catch right on up. You can see the long train of... Oh, we got a car in the wall. That's the 10 of Iris has crashed. That's going to bring a caution. They're going to get back to the line. Early yellow to start the proceedings here. These drivers are going to be constantly on the edge. And they're going to see how much they could take before stepping over. Toad Warrior to line up first place under yellow. It was the 10. Oh, there was a turn 1 incident as well. Born, you're not supposed to do that. Oh, he got help from the cooker. So that's what happened. Born Ready. Yeah, that is the 48 of the cooker this week. He just... Ross Chastain ain't exactly going to be proud of that one as Travis Scott runs into the back of him. That's what happened to the 47. The 10 of Iris had her own scenario here. The 41 of Star getting through behind as Fred Jones just gets in the back of Iris. and sends her all the way around into that outside wall. Thankfully, nobody else hit the 10. I think everybody got it back going in the right directions, lined up. All right, everyone in. I think so. They can go about 15-ish laps. So it's a 2-stop race. I still think that if they stop now, they might try and stretch it to 1 stop. I think it's just simple fuel and go for a lot of drivers, but there's going to be a lot of like crossing over each other. That might get tough. As definitely some winners and losers on pit stops. But Toad Warrior's still going to keep the front position. All right. Everyone's still in the race. All right, here's what your top 10 looking like. Toad Warrior leading Misty Viper. Frosty Wusky in 3rd. Racing Fan in 4th. Logan 5th. Jeff in 6th. Jake in 7th. Laundry Sauce in 8th. 9th is Landon, and RS Fast in 11 rounding out top 10. Now Toad's going to be in a good position here to kind of dictate this restart as we get it. Seeing now, what's he going to do? How's he going to get away? As soon as they hit that line, they have to go into turn 1 looking for spots. That 71 has come alive late in the regular season. It might be enough to sneak into that top 12 in points. He has been strong and looking for more. The 42 on the low side. Everyone's still going with it. Just not enough momentum for the 42 team as they're going to be able to fall back into 3rd. Even further back, you got some double file guys fighting for those positions. And one scheduled stop for the 31. What's going on here? Misty Viper coming in. Top 3 still going hard. Now that goes all the way back to like Tiger Man for 4th, as he's going to take that. RS Fast in 11. 6th, 7th Kyle D. 8th Team Duke. 9th Laundry Sauce, and Racing Fan here right out top 10. They're trying to get into these corners. And like, they don't want to go 3 wide, but if you see a side-by-side in front of you, you don't want to be impatient about it. You want to make sure that you're still rolling forward in this race. As much as the over-optimistic gamble of going 3 wide, at the end of the day, it's just you're going to need to hold your horses. Think they got that 31 back out on track. He's going to be a lap down. Absolutely a lap down. Jake, they're getting around him pretty nice. Maybe Duke might send it. You got to have a lot of bravery in those braking zones. That's what it takes to get up front. As we saw some smoke in 4. Not sure what that's all about. The tire tracks there. I think someone saved it. Not sure who it was. Now Tiger Man running top 3 right now. He's still got himself a good season. He's trying to come up in the points. Maybe try to get that regular season like bonus at the top, but it's going to be hard. I think the 3 might have been the one on the wall. He's down pit road. Travis Scott having a bad day. Logan drops to 3rd as the 34 Tiger Man has been nothing but fast. Like, he's got it made. Toad can only hold himself out there so far. Like, it's going to happen to where they're going to get this pass. And it looks like it's going to happen right now. Tiger Man, new leader. Let's back up. Let's back up a bit outside the top 10. Just a little bit. Kriegermeyer, Hyperdrive, and Ringo, they have good cars. They're just kind of stuck outside the top 10, back to 13th to the 66. Like the 99 of Laundry Sauce, he's trying to make something happen. But that just kind of held up some drivers. And now the 38, going to be on the outside of that one. He's going to lose a few spots. Not really a good sequence of corners there. That one racer kind of stuck battling in the top 20, one position at a time. That 9, looking for a pass to be made on that car. Billy Mays backed out of the corner a lot. Ben McDonald had 2 wins in the first 3 to 4 races this season, but he has not been able to find his mojo. That 16 team has a good position in points, but they're going to need to look alive here if they want to go far. Our pole sitter, the 8, has found himself buried in traffic. One position at a time for this team. And other drivers who are trying to hold on to wild cards like KSS, BSS, and Mizzou, they're not that far up at all. KSS barely in the top 25. For Mizzou, it's probably much worse. Maybe better, actually. Not sure where that 78 is. Oh, he's pretty far back as well. Something happened. Seto's smoking. The 54. There's a lot going on. It's because we're under caution. I think I'm stupid. Am I stupid? Comment below if I'm stupid. Anyways, the caution was for Mizzou. We were just talking about those playoff drivers that may be in tough situations, and that's exactly what happened to the 78 of Mizzou. Just gets turned by the 14 of Razor in a very similar way. Seto was already blowing up. Like the 54 team, God, that sucks. They weren't doing good, and it went from bad to worse. Now, one thing I want to take a look at is what happened to this 3 car. Oh. They didn't call a caution for that. Maybe because it was in the back of the pack and got it rolling again, but the 3 spun too. I think we might see a split here of some drivers coming in, some drivers not coming in. Also, the 10 car might not be in the best of situations right now. There's going to be the first driver coming off pit road with fresh stuff. Looking at the 34 team, followed by the 71, 42, 99, 77. I mean, split the strategy, see what you got. I don't hate it as an idea. It's just a matter of what's going to happen. We got 39 cars on the lead lap. The 54 dropped an engine, and Travis Scott and Misty Viper are going to be 1 lap down. Now, we've seen restarts with lead lap cars wanting to drop down, get positioned. What do you do when you have slower traffic? The 31 might keep the 23 competitive, and the 3 is going to be not fast. So, what do you do? Yeah, there is a bevy of ways you could play this. Like, if you have a 24 Kyle D, you're looking at this like, this is my time, but how is it going to happen? Here we come. Back to green. That 3 car is, sheesh, dropping like a hot rock. Meanwhile, the 23 actually is getting some clearance there. Misty Viper playing good defense here. Kyle D, once again, stuck on the high side. I think what they want to do is want to try to get the 3 car up on the high side so they can get around them all at once. But that's a lot of distance they just coughed up trying to, you know, cooperate with them. That lapper right there. He was going to drop down. Hyperdrive wants to take the initiative here on passing. Kind of moving the 6 out of the way. Now that the 6 up high, it's going to be tough to find a hole to get down into. That's going to lose a lot of speed on the straights. The 1 up in the top 10 for the first time today could be tough for him. 31. Kyle D has been fighting for second. He's going to get it. 66 moves up to third. The 6 did find a hole. So now they're putting the 33 up high, getting him shuffled back. See that happen. And now that they're all putting the lap car up high, they're all trying to get away from him. Who's up in 8th right now? Ben McDonald. Frosty Otter. And now KSS rounding out the top 10. Good run for the 43. Something that they absolutely need is to find a way to get up here and stay up here. Seeing what all this is going to accomplish. Especially because it seems like he's losing points to other wildcard drivers that he needs to keep up with, like the 8 and the 78. No check up with Kyle D. He is second place and looking like he wants to get a piece of that 23, but the 23 seems to be rolling so good out the front. Like, you talk about championship ambitions, thinking, is it going to be the season? And they're thinking, like, there's been times when the 23 team with RS Fast and 11 at the driver's seat, kind of skeptical of championship, but this time, he might be ready. This might be his time. And the 66 sees RS Fast and 11 in front of him. He remembers. He remembers all the almosts that he had this season. The coulda, shoulda, woulda for this team that they've been looking for their first career win. And they've got their sights set directly on this 23 team to make something happen. Hyperdrive in third place is a bird's eye view to watch this whole thing go down. Now in Racer fourth, making the pass for it, seeing what he's got to do. And they're closing in. Oh, we actually got some pit stops happening for a lot of the leaders here. The 66 is going to be the first one to lead them down pit road. Whatever, this might be an interesting strategy here. I don't hate it, but at the same time, it's like maybe a well-timed caution could be the good thing. Geez, cameras are fucking losing control. Kyle D's in. Yeah, Misty Viper still a lap down. KSS now running second. Frosty the Otter. Gamma Tears is here in fourth. I think Jake is the one to keep your eyes on because he's the one. I think that last caution, Jake was the beneficiary here. You see Gamma trying to get down as he not able to. Oh, he does. The 22 crossing traffic, but he's in. RS is in this time. As Jake lost a lot of speed off that corner, he's going to lose a lot of ground. So the 77 team not happy with how Gamma was racing there. The new leader is... Fuck, who's the leader? The 71 out front. And you notice Hyperdrive getting past a couple of these drivers, mainly the 66 and 33 there. They kind of swapped spots on pit road, so maybe they had a better pit stop. Whoa, the 42 almost getting involved in an accident as the 31 brings down pit road. Now the top two right now are 71 and 34. Now this is the kind of like the strategy bringing in here. Because if we run long green, it'll be good for the drivers who just pitted. But if a caution comes out, then this benefits... Oh, it did. Huh. Well, look at these lead lap cars. They're looking to get to 23, try and trap him. I don't think they will. Something bad just happened here. So that immediately comes crashing down one of the strategies here. Courtesy of the 12 of BS Fastlane 11. He was one of the lead lap guys who may have had a good run. Yeah, he just came down and Bourne was there. Bourne ready. And the 12, he's coming down traffic. So anyone else? I think the 3 misses him. No one else really there. Honestly, missed these 2 laps down. Let him have this one. It's because I think how the 31 pitted when the caution came out, they have to race back to the line. So a 31 technically has to get back to the line. 23 is also going to be on the lead lap. Yeah, this is tough. The 23 of ours, Fast and 11, was able to stay in the lead lap, so he's got it, but he's going to be midfield. Second place is Frosty Wusky. Tiger Man is third. Star running in fourth. Team Duke fifth. Dirtman 5. Jake, Racing Fan, Fred Jones, Jerry rounding out top 10. Fink, CS, Laundry Sauce, Zentz, Billy Mays, Queso, Toad, Born Ready, Razor, Mizzou, BS Fast and 11, Iris, the Cooker, who has a lot of damage for some reason, Landon, and Logan. 25 cars are on the true lead lap. Technically, everybody to 39th place of Eastlamp has a chance to stay on the lead lap if another caution were to come out. I don't see the strategy working out for the trapped drivers. It definitely seemed like a big enough misplay. Maybe they were hoping on a caution coming out like a lap or 2 sooner. Maybe not. All right. Here we go. But 23, what's he got? He's got a lot of cars in front of him, so he's going to have to play traffic accordingly here. Might not be what he wants. Misty Viper peaking low. And just looking at how stacked in front of these guys are, that could be bad. Especially if you misplay a lane here. So far, so good for the 23. Finding his open man. Trying to get down. But 71's going to pursue here as Frosty Wusky understands the assignment. Got a couple pitters here. I think fantasy drivers like Star, Fred Jones, CS. Well, he's not a fantasy driver, but whatever. A few of them were. Battle for the lead, 71. Beach Brutus is slow up high. That's what they put. That's where they put the 23. And he's going to lose the lead here. Tiger Man. He's sneaking in. The 71. He's going to be pretty close to getting it done. Those leaders are kind of just running away with it here. Others here are battling like their lives depend on it. Got a few cars at the edge of pit road. They're going to be lapped down. Dirtman 5 coming back out on track. Oh, big wreck in the outside wall. But 38 and the 20. The good news is all those guys can get back on the lead lap. They'll be fine. Ish. Tiger Man battling here. Yeah, they're going to come back to the yellow. 71 is close to getting it done. Another turn 2 moment here. Like, imagine how much speed the 38 had. He was en route to a top 5 as well. Most likely could have. But Eastlamp just closing the door there. And the 38 goes hard in the outside wall with the 20. Everyone else managing to avoid. That's going to be tough sitting on that one. Oh, these guys coming back on the lead lap. 30 cars on the lead lap now. It's going to be a 3-lap dash. We are out of time. The 20's out of the race. The 38 soldiering on in the 20th position. We'll see him there. He's doing all right. Logan in the top 10. Toad's top 10. Laundry Sauce. Fink is here. Billy Mays in 6th. There's a lot of lap cars in the way. That's kind of unfortunate. Inline restarts 10 to go. Duke, Jake, RS Fast and 11, and look at the top 2. It's the top 2 from last race. This time, Frosty Wusky's trying to flip the script and actually get the win, while Tiger Man's trying to go for the 2 in a row. What's it going to be? We're hitting the 3 to go on this restart. 71 with a great launch. Lead lap drivers wasting no time at all getting some passes done. Jake slowly working his way. 34 Tiger Man looking. He's trying to get the run. He's got all the cars going with him. 71 can't believe what he's seeing. 50 fakes high. Here it comes. Tiger Man to the lead. 71's got to find a hole to get down into to get back in second. Not going to happen. RS Fast and 11's there. But he might have a run off the corner to get there. He files in second. RS stays third. Jake running 4th place, and Team Duke in the top 5. 2 laps remaining. They got to work together to get up to this 34 team. They got to run up. They got to run something. Looking at everybody here. They're all trying to get something happening. 71 goes to a lane higher to try to get a run into the little mini straight here. Jake is peeking for 3rd. Here they come. To the white flag. The 71 making the move. He's going to cut back and going down the straight. Now here comes Jake and RS. What do they've got? Half a lap to go. Top 5 down the straight. All in position. Here comes the 23. He goes to the inside. Jake tries to get as much as he can. Get a shot. The 77 breaks through. And Jake, he's been kind of floating for most of the day, but he wins at Indianapolis. Holy day. That is a few lead changes on that last lap alone, putting that in a pretty decent race. A lot of drivers kind of slaving out for good finishes, while others are just kind of lamenting the day that could have been. Final results. Had a staggering 40 cars managed to finish on track. That's a lot of good ones, but that might be all we have for this day. We will see you next time. Take care.